Good morning, everyone. Please join us as we sing our opening hymn, From This Bright Hour. From this bright hour and days to come, as we have gathered into one, open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. Wounds of the world begin to heal as peace with justice is made real. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light. All are welcome, all invited with open hearts and open minds. In our living, in our learning, may we always be searching for truth and light. Now is the hour, join in the song, here in this place where we belong. Open the gates and the light will shine all around. Let there be light.
Good morning. Welcome to First Unitarian Church of Portland, where our mission is to nurture the individual spirit and to build the beloved community. We are so glad to be with you for our family worship service this morning. Welcome all, and especially to those of you who are visiting with us this morning. Thank you for joining us. I am excited and honored to introduce Reverend Allison Miller, who will be leading our family worship service today. Reverend Allison grew up in a Unitarian Universalist family, and she and her husband also raised UU, have a young son who is growing up UU as well. Reverend Allison brings a strong and long commitment to family ministry and religious education. In fact, one of the first things she did after finishing college was to become a religious education volunteer teacher. Reverend Allison Miller is First Unitarian's senior minister candidate and will be with us all week, including in our sanctuary service today at 11 a.m. and in both services again next week. During the week, there are plenty of opportunities to meet Reverend Allison, including a learning community meet and greet with Reverend Allison and her family and our learning community families and volunteers. This takes place on Saturday, May 21st from 10 to 11:30 a.m. in Buchan Reception Hall, as well as virtually. Please visit our website for all the details and to sign up for virtual participation. Welcome to Reverend Allison Miller, and welcome everyone. Every Sunday we light a chalice, and Reverend Allison will light our chalice here in the Elliott Chapel. If you are joining us online and have a chalice or a candle at home, we invite you to light it now. We are Unitarian Universalists. We light this chalice in faith, in hope, and in love.
We open with the words of Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by the spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Come, let us worship together. First, let me say just how delighted I am to be here with you today at our family service. Today is a day of great joy. Over the last 2+ years of the pandemic, though, I'm guessing that maybe some of you, like me, have had challenging days, frustrating days, or maybe days filled with some sadness. Maybe you've had to figure out how to get through those days. It's something that we all need to figure out how to do. And our story today sheds some light on how we can do that and where we can look for inspiration. The Year We Learned to Fly, written by Jacqueline Woodson and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. That was the year we learned to fly. That was the spring when the rain seemed like it would never stop, and the thunder boomed so hard we weren't allowed to go outside. Use those beautiful, brilliant minds of yours, my grandmother said. Lift your arms, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and believe in a thing. Somebody, somewhere, at some point, was just as bored as you are now. So my brother and I closed our eyes. And for a few minutes that first day, we weren't stuck in our apartment anymore. We were flying over the city that we had known our whole lives, but it was suddenly different, exploding with every kind of flower we'd ever dreamed of growing. That was the summer we learned to fly, when my brother and I couldn't stop fussing with each other over whose turn it was to wash the windows, to feed the dog, to clean the kitchen. We fought and frowned and made silent promises never to speak with each other ever again. I have a sibling. I remember doing that sometimes. My grandmother said, lift your arms, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and stop being so mean about everything. Somebody, somewhere, at some point, was just as mad as you are now. And so we did. And as the soft wind took us out over the city and past the windows of kids who had not yet learned to fly, my brother and I reached for each other's hand, flying and diving and laughing and leaving all of our mad far behind us. That was the autumn that our rooms felt too big and lonely with only us in them, and the darkness coming on so fast. But while we hugged ourselves against the too quiet of it all, we remembered that we didn't have to be stuck anywhere anymore. My grandmother had learned to fly from the people who came before. They were aunts and uncles and cousins who were brought here on huge ships. Their wrists and ankles were cuffed in iron, but my grandmother said this: nobody can ever cuff your beautiful and brilliant mind. So our people learned to fly, she said. They dreamed a thing and made it happen, closed their eyes and flew away home. Lift your arms, my grandmother said. Close your eyes and remember, somebody somewhere at some point had to figure out they could fly. That was the winter we moved away from the buildings and the block and the friends we'd always known to a street where the kids looked at us funny and didn't even answer when we asked them if they wanted to play. It's okay, I said to my brother. somebody, somewhere, at some point, had to figure out they were ready for any new thing coming their way. So, like the people who came before us, we lifted our arms even higher. We closed our eyes even tighter, breathed in even deeper, and flew the way that we always knew how to, free as the aunties and uncles and cousins who'd come before us, free as our beautiful and brilliant minds. For a long time, the kids on the ground watched us. But then, one by one, they lifted their arms and learned how to fly too. We have all been bored, mad, lonely, and sad like the children in this story at one time or another. Some of us have also had lengthy experiences or a lengthy experience of loss or challenge. And so we've had to learn how to name those feelings while also rising for a better tomorrow. The first step we learn in the story is to use your imagination. Our imaginations are marvelous. We can move from a boring day to a story of playing in our favorite spot with a good friend. Maybe it reminds us that we could pick up the phone and maybe text our friend and make plans for another day. Something to look forward to. There are also a lot of challenges that we face, like climate justice and the need to do a better job of caring for Mother Earth. First, we need to imagine different ways of being and doing. Then we can practice those ideas to see if they work well. And another place we can look is to the stories of people who survived before us, who enabled us to be here. The word for that is our ancestors. As Jacqueline Woodson shared in an interview, the ancestors are always with us. The fact that we're here is about the ancestors having survived something to get us to this moment in 2022. Sometimes our ancestors have had to survive incredible challenges. In the book, we see that the children are inspired by their grandmother and the stories that she has told them about the struggles of surviving slavery and making it to freedom. I want to encourage the children of all ages who are here today to ask your elders, your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, and cousins to tell you about a time that they lived through that was difficult, or the people who came before them and was difficult. I draw strength from the stories that I've been told about my Jewish ancestors who had to flee for their lives from episodes called pogroms. In fact, it's part of the story of how my family came to the United States. So what helped your ancestors learn to fly? And another place to look for inspiration is books. The stories of our ancestors, sometimes found in books, and books themselves nurture our dreams and our imagination. And where else can we look for inspiration in hard times? Why, right here in the community of First Unitarian Portland, a place of music and story which lifts our spirits, a place of friendship and justice building that helps us fashion a better tomorrow. Yes, here is the place that we can come to imagine a reshaped world and then work together to bring those dreams to life. May it be so, friends. May it be so.
Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. I wanna fly like an eagle into the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle until I'm free. Oh Lord, to the revolution. Feed the babies who don't have enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on their feet. House the people living in the street. Oh, there's a solution. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh, through the revolution. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle until I'm free. Fly to the revolution.
Thank you, Dustin. Will you spend some time with me now, practicing together in meditation? A time to pay attention to what is happening in this moment in our minds, hearts, and bodies. Mindfulness. We can start by relaxing into a comfortable position, and then closing your eyes if that feels right for you. Then take a couple of deep belly breaths in and out. Now let's take a moment to give some special attention to each part of our bodies. Starting with your head and face, try tightening up your muscles as much as you can for a moment, and then relax them fully. Now try this in your neck. Flex your muscles tight, then relax. And down to your shoulders and arms. Flex and relax. Your hands, tight fists, then relax. Let's continue this through all our major muscle groups. Your chest, your belly, your back, your bottom and thighs, down to your lower legs, and lastly, your feet and toes. Now try one full body muscle flex. See how many muscles you can flex all at once and hold them super tight. And relax, giving each part of your body the chance to just let go, to fully relax. Return to your breath now, noticing your deep breaths in and out again. Let's close this time with a metta or loving kindness meditation. Will you repeat each phrase after me, either out loud or in your own mind? May I share love. May I know peace. May I learn to fly. Somebody somewhere is meditating just as you are now. May they share love. May they know peace. May they learn to fly. And all the world over, all beings everywhere, may we all share love. May we all know peace. May we all learn to fly. Now, if your eyes are closed, I invite you to open them now and move your body around if you'd like. Thank you for joining me in this meditation this morning.
And now, in our going, may the light of love bless us and keep us. May it shine down upon us. May it radiate out from within us. May it be gracious unto us. And may it grant all of us to be peace builders, justice builders, and storytellers. For this is the day that we are given, so let us rejoice in it and be glad. Go in peace. Practice love. Amen.
Now please join us in our closing hymn, As You Go. We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life, we hold you in our love as you go. We hold you in our love as as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life, we hold you in our love.